Looking at the macroeconomics right fast before going locally to your home state in Georgia, um, if you had the overall theme, black economics, again, housing is one of the main issues, affordable housing crisis, maybe 7 million shortage, of homes. What do you say to the black family going into 2024 when they see high interest rates, when they see, food prices still at that high peak? Gas, we're approaching $100 a barrel possibly, so that might impact gas, and people still think maybe a recession is coming, in 2024. What do you say to the black family as we move ahead to 2024?
Well, I say that first of all, I'm a father and who has a black family, and I understand the struggles for ordinary people, which is one of the reasons why I return to my pulpit every Sunday. It's a way of staying connected to ordinary middle class families, poor families, working families. I see these issues and I work on them every single day. It's the reason why I introduced, along with my colleagues recently, a piece of legislation that would require the Federal Reserve to take into account the racial wealth gap as it looks at the tools that it has at its disposal to create stability in our economic system, and would require them to bring reports on a regular basis. That needs to be a part of the analysis. We need to be intentional about it, not just for black families, not just for brown families, but because I think, again, it's good for the whole economy. I've also introduced and then reintroduced again this Congress legislation that will help people who are trying to buy a home. I grew up in public housing, and I remember how long the dream of home ownership was evasive for my own family. And so I've introduced a piece of legislation called the LIFT Act, which would literally give people equity in their homes sooner. For the price of a 30-year mortgage, monthly cost of a 30-year mortgage, you do a 20-year mortgage. So you'd have equity quicker. And we know that most people in America, ordinary people, that's where more of their wealth is going to be in their home and just about any other asset.